posted this morning an old video that I had taken. It was the end of my shift, if you will. I was tired and I just, I kind of had to meet my quota. I wanted to throw a video up. I don't want to miss too many days. So, I saw the trash service. It's usually people that drive their own personal trucks, and not many of them wear visors, just for the record, the reflective vests, and I listened to it and I sounded tired because I was, but also I was jumbling my words. I said middle daughter instead of youngest daughter, and just little things like that. And I realized, there have been times where I sounded under the influence. So I Googled, can diabetes have the effect on a person to where they may seem intoxicated? I know they can have sweet breath, sugar, alcohol breath, when they haven't been drinking. And I know from personal experience, if it is blood sugar related, that when I use the restroom, it smells like vanilla. I have a very serious health problem. It's been going on for years and years. So I made a delivery to the house of the gentleman in the white truck who shouted out, "You're dead," or "dead bitch," whatever it was. I had to call the police, and while I was waiting for them, other officers, security guards, friends, co-workers, they were driving past me in their personal vehicles, yelling, "Keep calling," and, just dumb bitch. And then when I left, because I didn't feel safe, this one truck was following me, and he ran over the center median to turn around. And when I called 911, they're like, "Well, you're supposed to be waiting," and they didn't give a shit. So basically, I left for my own safety, and it's what I had to do. So subsequently, after that, a couple houses down on the same side of the street, I made a delivery, and it was the same name and the same truck, only at a different house. Now, I don't know what games they're playing, if they're good friends. I took a picture of the truck, and I gave the plate number to the officer, so it shouldn't be hard to figure out if it's the same truck or not, or if it's in relation to some sort of relationship between the two houses, the two trucks, the two men, if they're not one and the same. So tonight I had to deliver to that house, and as soon as I pulled up, a man shouted, "Fucking crazy," from inside the house. It's pretty evident that that was for my benefit. I don't think there's some sort of football game on tonight. I don't know what's going on. I texted him, "I'm going to leave this order on your porch. Please refuse my service in the future for my safety." Then I rang the Ring doorbell and I said, "I am refusing service to this house in the future." And I'm leaving, and Guy texts me, and he says, "What's so unsafe, or what's not safe about the delivery, the order?" And I responded to him by saying, "Do not contact me. You are not my customer, and this is my own personal cell phone." So I went to go complain with my employer, but screaming from inside your house is not a crime. It's not something that I can prove, and they can't just go by my word. And he is certainly not going to provided the camera footage from his house, or his ring camera, or whatever. So anybody that works in customer service, or anybody anywhere ever, for any reason in the United States, we have the right to refuse service for any reason. I had reported the house on the corner. I had reported this particular house, the house that was a couple houses down. So the first house and the third house, rather. And they didn't take any sort of action, or they did not take my safety into consideration, because that customer is still on the platform, and I was exposed to that customer for a third time. So we're about to reach the Tamu CC campus, and there's usually some drama on here, but we know who, we know how, and we know why. It is the police department. It is students, security students, and yeah, I would say colleagues, but I don't think any officers or detectives would be hanging out on a college campus. So it's obviously, students that are criminal justice students, or first responders, or, EMTs, whatever you have. So I just want, I'm not gonna mention that. I'm gonna save that for another time, Sean, because that was my idea.